The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series on Speed is brought to you by Camping World. Visit campingworld.com and check out this weekend's featured special, Checkered Flag Recliners. By the new 2010 Ford Fusion, get in and drive one. And by Touch of Gray from Just for Men. Gorgeous day in Atlanta, Georgia. So we're about to get underway with the third race of the 2009 season. If you weren't here for the setup, let's get you caught back up and re-set up with Chris Devoda.
Well, Rick, I'm still down here because this is when things get interesting. Yeah, let's bring you up to speed on what we're looking at today. Kyle Busch on the pole. No surprise, right? He is going for his 4th Atlanta win. Alongside of him, Rick Crawford. Today, he's Mr. 300, his 300th career Truck Series start. Matt Crafton, congratulations to him. It's race number 200 for Crafton. And huge news for Todd Bodine and Germain Racing. They have a sponsor. We want to welcome Tilted Kilt Pub and Eatery to our dysfunctional little Truck Series family. And yeah, Rick, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see some of our crew wearing tilted kilts before the season's over. You know, Richard Petty Motorsports, it's not the only RPM. The Truck Series RPM. Rick, Phil, Michael, it's all yours, guys.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I actually have to admit I've worn a kilt before. I was in Scotland one time to a wedding and wore a kilt. But anyway, great.
I'm not surprised.
That's great to see a sponsor on that Germain Racing truck of Todd Bodine. When we come to Atlanta, I think we always expect great finishes, Phil. And I mean, it's almost statistically, it happens every other race.
Well, we've had 9 races here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and in 3 of those 9 races, we have had a pass on the last lap for the win, including last fall when Ryan Newman passed his teammate Ron Hornaday. So we always have terrific racing, and the reason we have great racing is because of this racetrack, Michael. You just got off this racetrack probably 30 minutes ago. Tell us about this racetrack.
Options galore. You can go anywhere. You can run right along that white line at the bottom or scrub the wall on the outside, and both of them work equally as well. And that's what you're going to see when they throw the green flag here in a minute. On the first lap, they're going to be going every which way. When they get to the first turn, the action starts early and it never stops.
Again, Kyle Busch out in front of the field. Let's get the engines fired. We go trackside.
Race fans, it's time for those most famous words in motorsports. Here to give the command, please welcome the President and Chief Executive Officer of American Commercial Lines, Mike Ryan.
From the 3,000 employees of American Commercial Lines, welcome and enjoy the American Commercial Lines 200 race today. Now, let's get down to business. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
You heard in the command, lady and gentlemen. That's right. Gabby DiCarlo will start this race today. All of the engines are fired up. Can anyone catch Kyle Busch? He starts on the pole. We'll see if anyone can get by.
Race 3. Well, there are 22 others, and the fight for the big trophy still to come. Remember, this is Fastlanta.
This place is fast and it's furious,
where anything can happen.
This is now the fastest track that the Truck Series runs.
The countdown continues. Time's getting short.
Opportunities continue to wind down.
Race 3 is straight ahead.
It's like a war for the trophy, and these are individual battles. Who will win this one today? It's the American Commercial Lines 200 from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Trucks are rolling off of pit road and onto the racetrack. A gorgeous day for racing. 71 degrees. Really not a cloud in the sky now. Earlier it was cloudy, but those have all moved out of the way, and a gorgeous day for racing. Our starting grid will roll across the bottom of the screen. It's Kyle Busch and Rick Crawford making up row number 1. Kyle Busch with his 4th career pole in the Truck Series. Rick Crawford making his 300th start in the Camping World Truck Series. We want to take a look at our Gander Mountain track description of this tough, just over a mile-and-a-half track.
Yeah, this doesn't really say it, though. You see a little bit over a mile and a half. The corners are banked to 24 degrees. And as Michael said early on, you'll run from the bottom of the racetrack. As a matter of fact, Kyle Busch ran on the apron here last time. We were all the way up to scrubbing the outside wall. You see the front stretch with a double dog leg is 2,300 feet long, and the back stretch 1,800 fast feet.
It's a little bit longer around the top, Rick, but it's a little smoother up there. When you go down to the bottom, you're going to hit some bumps, want to upset your truck. So that's why some guys will choose the top. Some guys will deal with the bumps.
When we talk strategy, let's take a look at our ZMAX race analysis. 36 trucks will start this one.
Yeah, you see 200 miles, 130 laps per, a little bit over $500,000. And the pit window, remember, that's key now. New rules this year. You cannot put tires and fuel on the truck at the same time. So there will be some strategy, but they can go about 52 to 57 laps on fuel.
And I think this is going to be great. We don't know exactly how these guys are going to play their strategy with the new pit rule. So another twist thrown into the race today.
And I don't think they do either yet.
It will all play out right in front of you. Now let's take a look at our speed spotlight, beginning with Ray Dunlap. Who's in your spotlight?
Well, Rick, today I want to look at Brian Silas. You know, he is a full-time competitor in the ARCA REMAX Series, and he's going to go for the championship this season, but only going to run a handful of races here in the Camping World Truck Series. Why? Well, he wants to keep his rookie eligibility for next year. He plans on coming here full-time a year from now, but they've got sponsorship on this truck from Rockingham Speedway, and remember, they got a great race coming up April 19th. It's the Rockingham 200. We'll all be there. That race will be live on Speed. I can't wait. We'll keep our eye today on Brian Silas. Adam, who are you looking at?
Well, how about Gabby DiCarlo? She made her Truck Series debut a race ago at California, finished in the 19th position, starts 32nd today, and she's been battling some flu-like symptoms, so it hasn't been a perfect first visit to Atlanta. As far as her Truck Series schedule for 2009, well, she says she's not exactly sure where they will go from here, but most likely the next race for them will be Kansas 2 races from now. And one thing is for sure, wherever she goes, Great Clips will be sponsoring the truck. Phil?
Adam, I want to take a look at the number 85 Ford of Brent Raymer. The last time we saw Brent was at Daytona. He's looking to make his second start here, but this is what happened to Brent at Daytona just a few weeks ago. Coming off turn number 2, running in the lead pack. Look at the right of your screen. Hard contact into the outside wall. The throttle hangs wide open, goes back into the outside wall, right through traffic. Fortunately, Brent was able to walk away from that. Here's another shot. Here he is, a hard contact outside wall. Just after the safety barrier, the throttle hung wide open. And he's going to make another hard shot into the outside wall. Fortunately, everybody was able to avoid him, but you see him with a BuyGeorgiaCabins.com sponsorship on this Ford. There's 2 people that work on this truck. Brent and his cousin, they work in a 2-car garage attached to Brent's house. From Concord, North Carolina, 23 years old. Brent Raymer is back here just a few weeks after that vicious crash at Daytona.
And he's ready to go. Talked to his dad earlier, and they're all pumped up about what they're doing. Let's look at Max Pappas. He's on a bit of a roll lately. He was top 10 in our last NASCAR Camping World Series race, and last week made his first NASCAR Sprint Cup Series start on an oval. Now, are you curious how to define passion? Just go ask Max about racing in NASCAR. You'll see him light up, and you'll see his passion.
A lot of passion. We ride along with 4 different drivers today, one of those being Kevin Harvick. Now, Kevin Harvick will start in the 3rd spot, so he's got a pretty good view, and we will ride with him.
We're also going to ride along with Colin Brown in the Ford onboard camera. Colin looking to improve on his career best of 3rd last year at Kansas. He will start up in the top 10.
Let's look at Kyle Busch. This is the view that we have of him. He's getting ready to go. If we looked out his front window last week or a couple weeks ago in California, we'd have never seen anything. So we'll see what he delivers today for pictures.
We also have the Toyota on board of Stacy Compton, and he will start in the 20th spot. So we'll see if Stacy can move up through the field. Let's get our thoughts before green with Ray Dunlap.
Well, you guys are talking about Kyle Busch being up front. You might see him there a lot today here at Atlanta. He loves this racetrack. He's led 750 laps in NASCAR's top 3 divisions. But when we come to this track in the Camping World Truck Series, he's got 3 victories. And each of those wins have come in chassis number 11. And he is driving his favorite truck once again. He won last week at California with it. They brought it back this week. And if Kyle Busch wins today, this will be the truck that has won the most races ever in the history of the Camping World Truck Series. Adam?
And Kyle's best competition in 2009, no doubt, has been Todd Bodine, and he should be good here again today. The reason why? His success at mile-and-a-half racetracks. 9 of the 25 races on the Truck Series schedule at these types of facilities. Bodine has won more than anybody. 9 for him, 7 for Hornaday, and 5 for Busch. It should be fun to watch those 2 do battle here again this afternoon.